Dun dun dun. Da da da. Holy, look at those graphics. Look at those graphics. Holy shit. This is such a good game. So far I'll give gameplay a 10 out of 10. From this scene right here, I'm gonna give sexism. I'm gonna say maybe a 6.5 out of 10. Atmosphere is definitely gonna get a 9.75 out of 10. A little bit of bloom going on behind that silo. Hate bloom. Not playing Call of Duty. I'm gonna give red shirts a 10 out of 10. That's a gorgeous red shirt, so 10 out of 10. The music is rather nice as well. I don't know how well that's going to carry over, but just take my word for it. Another red shirt, 20 out of 10. This game has everything. Music, gameplay, red shirt, 35 out of 10. 35 out of 10. I'm receiving word now that IGN gave red shirts a 50 out of 10. Sounds like they're a little biased over there. Welcome Michael Vick to GTA 5. If that joke is still relevant and funny, then welcome. If not, pretend I never said it. Oh, the Insane Clown Posse is in this townhouse. Maybe a bit more of a ranchy feel to it. Nice regardless. Oh, okay, we're back to this girl. I hate women, but this is great. It's definitely got a bit of a linear feel to it at the moment. Going kind of just back and forth, it feels like. Real happy he had that bulletproof vest. I see three bullets lodged in his chest. Hope he feels okay. Seeing a bulletproof vest for the police officer, however, that might prove to be unfortunate later on in the video. CJ makes his triumphant return in GTA 5. We all missed him in GTA 4. Nice palm trees. It's scenes like these where you just you gotta wonder what they did. Like, was she drunk? Was she belligerent? She's a white female, so all those are rather likely. Travis Pastrana in 30 years. Mixed with the Duck Hunter guy. Here we see the political board personified. That blue map is actually a replica of the map from Batman Here Comes Bane. Here we see he's just handing money to his children so that they can go do what they would like to do on their vacation. Nothing out of the ordinary there. This is Skrillex in 25 years. You can tell because of his Dr. Dre Beats headphones and the fact that he's using an old-timey radio instead of something new because the old-timey ones are retro. I'm gonna make another Michael Vick joke. This would be if Michael Vick played baseball. Because of the baseball bat. Here we see a suburban white child in 20 years. 20 years down the road, this is him. Mom and Dad gave him everything he needed, and he rebelled because of it. You gotta wonder what he's gonna do here. I mean, there's some context clues, but you gotta wonder what it'll do. Here we see, I don't know how she's gonna take a selfie like that. Camera's pointing towards us, not towards her, unless we're also gonna be taking a picture with her, so it's kind of like dual selfie action. really annoyed that Portola is the name of both streets. Would not want to live there and have my Amazon package delivered. That car looks rather nice compared to what most police officers drive. I think he might be in on some cuts if you follow my drift. This is just an upstanding young gentleman. He works 3 jobs, that's how he afforded that car. There's no racial undertone needed or really wanted in this matter. Please keep it to yourself. Here we see race wars personified. The Latinas in America trying to keep us proud white folk home down. Here we see a proud white folk. God bless America. Like I was saying earlier, if you take a look at that, that's the map from Batman Begins with Bane. On there are all of the recent bombings in America. Look that up. Political board. It's all true. Here we see the NSA selling all of our data, getting heaps of money for it. Keep up the good work. We gotta get rid of that crippling debt somehow. This guy reminds me of the extraterrestrial paranormal board. He's listening for aliens at the moment. He'll find them, don't worry. There's a liquor store back there in case you can't tell. They can't show it, otherwise the game would have to be rated higher, but it's there. You'll see it in the full game. I mean, you'll see it later on in the video, not in the full game. This is the full game. Here we see that Juggalo again. Lives in a trailer park now because he never got a job despite mom and dad offering to help him find a job. Get the fucking hint, Andy. Get a goddamn job. The house looks like it needs a little bit of work, to be honest with you. It's got some paint clipping, got some things coming off. It's just a little run down. It's a real fixer-upper. Back to the self-see. Cleavage looks like it goes up a little further than I thought it should. Then again, I really don't know what boobs look like, so I'm not the best expert on this. Here we see our dashing protagonist, one of 3 I've heard, after a successful, I would assume, bank heist. Here we see the police detective who has to deal with all the mess. He seems agitated to realize that he got away in the heist and that all you have to do is go outside the circle of them following you and you're safe. Here we see CJ. He's a busta. Follow the damn train, etc. Tumblr's really gonna like this picture, just so you know, because a proud white female being arrested by a Latina transsexual woman really brings on the gender role questioning that's so rampant in our society at the moment. Here we see a gentleman who browses Stormfront. It all adds up. That's what he's thinking when he's like connecting the dots about the Jews. This gentleman could be a Jew if he wanted to be. I'm not saying he has to be or that he definitely is. It's an option. It fits along with my story model that I've designed for myself. All this guy needs is a tinfoil hat and he'd be complete. He's got the radio dish. He's got the plastic chair because metal chairs are reptilians in disguise. This guy's just walking his dog. He lost the leash, so he had to use a chain. The dog's not very happy about it, but he'll give him a treat when he gets home. Don't worry, it'll all be fine. He'll rub his tummy. This guy looks like he has a lot of cats. Mr. Meow. Fuzzy Bottom. Looks like the kind of guy who doesn't really like pets. Seems like a nice enough fella, but just doesn't really like that many pets. Really don't like this picture. There's nothing I can really comment about it. This is really non-linear gameplay. I mean, you never know what's gonna come next. It's not like Battlefield or anything like that. Plug to my other videos. Have I mentioned these graphics though? I mean, this looks like art. This game is a work of art. Oh my gosh. The storytelling, the gameplay, the art. This should be in the Smithsonian. Look at those trees. Look at those shadows. That fucking glare. I hate Bloom. But look at it. She didn't check her privilege. He's on the run from the privilege police. Sorry, I couldn't talk for a second there. He'll take him dead or alive. This scene is actually set 20 years in the past when people on the political board were making green text stories about how one day you'll be arrested if you don't check your privilege. He was right. I'll give it to him right now. He was right. He was right and we were all wrong, and we are fools for not believing him. He's been visited by the Greys a couple times. Got a couple crop circles in the back. Racism. I'm going to give this game a 6 out of 10. I'm going to divvy it up into classes. Latina racism, 1 out of 10. White racism, 10 out of 10. Because we're all racist, no matter what we say. We're white, so we have to be racist. Black racism, probably an 8 out of 10. Some black people are pretty racist, but they're allowed to get away with it. Not saying that all black people are racist, just the vocal majority are. So if you're one of the non-black, non-racists, then we're on the same side. I like you. You should like me as well. Don't downvote my video, please. This picture is just ugly. I can't believe how well this gameplay is coming along. I haven't had any difficulties yet. Should only be a couple more minutes. I'll have it completed. This is the best $60 ever spent. He looks like he's ordering food at the moment now that I think about it. Yeah, I'll take 3 large pepperonis and I had to stop his voice because the scene changed. He just looks like an actor. He's pulling down his bandana because the director called cut, and he's just asking questions about where he wants him on the scene. He needs to be down in stage to the left, actually. It's a little off center. Vinewood, I believe it actually said. I can't read for shit. This game, though, it's just great. Well, I'd like to thank you all for being a part of my Let's Play. What the disc 2? What do you mean? Why do I need a disc 2? Is there bonus? Did